Wipe your tears away. You don't have to cry no more. Said you don't have to cry no more. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your tears. Wipe them, baby. Said you don't have to cry no more.
Rabbi Shmuley taped a 7-hour Michael Jackson documentary. Bro, let me keep it a buck with y'all, bro. 7 hours, that's actually crazy. That's absolutely insane. 7 hours? 7 hours? Yo, that's actually crazy. A 7 hour. This hasn't been announced at all. Nobody has said nothing about this until now. 7 hours. First of all, how many damn Michael Jackson documentaries are we gonna fucking get? Like, how many of them? Like, whether it's positive or negative, how many fucking Michael Jackson documentaries are we going to have? Like, we've at least, like, I don't know. I'm trying to get a number, but I can't really get a read. You know what I'm saying? We had Leaving Neverland, which of course was BS. The Real Michael Jackson, also BS. Then we had Thriller 40. Then we had Leaving Neverland 2. Then we have The Trial of Michael Jackson that's coming up. Then we have, what's it called? Apparently there's History and Dangerous documentaries about Michael Jackson coming out, about those albums. It's like, dang, we have a lot of documentaries about Michael Jackson that's either negative or positive, right? You feel me? Don't get me started on all the positive ones that came out about Michael when Leaving Neverland came out. Michael Jackson Square One, Michael Jackson Search for Truth, Lies of Leaving Neverland. Like, there's been a lot. And honestly, like, I think I'm all Michael Jackson documentary out. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think I'm all documentary out of Michael. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, there's so many out there. There really is so many. And I don't know, the fact that we haven't really been having the best Michael Jackson documentaries lately, it's kind of like, as in like positive documentaries, it's kind of made me like, let's just not have any more for a while. You know what I'm saying? Let's not have any more for a while. I'm kind of tired of these documentaries. I'm gonna keep it a buck. How much more can y'all do? There's a lot more they could do, actually. I'm not gonna cap. There's so much around Michael Jackson that you could talk about, even stuff that we never knew, right? Yeah, I'm kind of tired of all these Michael Jackson, and that's coming from a fan too. That's coming from a fan. I'm tired of all the potential negativity that they could put into the Michael Jackson documentary, into this 7 hour one. But 7 hours though, 7 hours, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Like, did people skip over that? 7 hours. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even think I'm watching all that, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know, depending on how the fans are gonna talk about it. Because Rabbi Shmuley, let's talk about him right quick. I never talked about Rabbi Shmuley. I never talked about him. I want to believe he's a good man. I want to believe that. But, bro, when he came on, like, a talk show, whatever, back in, like, 2019 when Leaving Neverland came out, he backed Wade Robson and James Safechuck. He said, I believe these men. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you believe the allegations, you do you. You feel me? That's your opinion. That's this, that, and the third. It is what it is. But don't sit up here and call him your friend if that's what it is. You feel me? Because if you were Michael's true friend, you feel me? Me personally, you feel me? And I get friends. My friends are probably doing some crazy stuff that I never knew about or I had no idea about, right? Rabbi Shmuley, you was there. You was there throughout most of everything to hear what Michael had to say. You feel me? All this, that, and the third. All the research is out there. You feel me? You should know that Michael Jackson was not guilty of anything, right? You should have already known that. You know what I'm saying? You should have already known that. If your opinion changed, it's fine. But if you were Michael's friend and you was around him where he needed friends the most, you feel me? Just to do that to him, you know, after his death is just crazy. It really is. And I'll never forget that. You feel me? Anytime he talks about Michael now, you feel me? Because now his tone has changed now. Now he's saying Michael was innocent. You know, from what the 3-minute video was showing of him discussing the documentary or discussing Michael in a positive light, it's like you're saying Michael Jackson was a victim of false accusations, frivolous, had terrible people, which was true, right? He had terrible people around him. And this, and the third. And I'm like, Rabbi Shmuley, do you know what you said about Michael in 2019? Do you realize what bad press you gave Michael in 2019? Do you understand what you've done? You are a rabbi. People are going to take your word and listen. And you flat out went on a national TV to declare Michael Jackson guilty of the allegations. You said that. And the millions of people that watch you and listen to you took what you said and believed it. You help almost 1 million more individuals, right, believe the worst about your friend. Believe the absolute worst by your friend. After his death, by the way. Way after his death. Like, I look at stuff like that and I be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you flip-flopping more than ever. That's why I don't trust this documentary. I don't trust it because I feel like that it's going to be a curveball. It's going to be like, oh, Michael Jackson was this, that, and the third. He was amazing. And then in the documentary, it's going to be, but I do believe the men when they say Michael Jackson did it. No, don't even be a part of it. Don't even be a part of it. Bro, I'm going to keep it a buck. If I found out that my friend was doing something nasty, you know what I'm saying, and I publicly disavow him, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't want to be a part of any project that is about him coming up. I wouldn't want to be if I was in your shoes. No, I would just leave it like that. Like, this is how I feel. It is what it is. You feel me? I mean, if it's positive, I would love a positive documentary. But like, Rabbi Shmuley, do you know what you've done? Like, do you realize what you have done, Rabbi? Like, come on now. After his death, you were doing this, bro. I can't fucking believe it. You went on national television to say your opinion about Michael. To tell the world that these allegations are true when it turns out that they were bullshit. And they still are. But yeah, Rabbi Shmuley, if his opinion has changed, right? You feel me? I feel like if he talks the best about Michael throughout this documentary and admits how wrong he was, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a lot more respect for him at that point. But right now, bro, I don't got no respect for this dude. Absolutely none. Cause if Rabbi Shmuley never did that about Michael Jackson, if he never got on national television to say Michael Jackson was guilty, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'll have a completely different tune on now. I'll be like, okay, Michael and Rabbi Shmuley were friends. Apparently Michael wasn't really friends with him later on, right? You feel me? I did hear about that. That Michael cut him off later on. But if Rabbi Shmuley never got on television to disavow Michael, right? Then, I'll sing a completely different tune, like I just said. Like, I'll be like, okay, all right, this may be interesting, but I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I don't trust it. I really don't, bro. And let's also get into what Candace Owens said about Michael Jackson and Rabbi Shmuley, right? You feel me? And I'll be honest with you, I don't really listen to Candace Owens like that. She's not really, nobody I really follow. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, she's not really nobody I really follow like that. But she actually said good things about Michael recently. You feel me? Around the time of his death or birthday last year, I forgot, but. She also said that Rabbi Shmuley has something to do with his passing? I don't know. That sounds like a lot of conspiracy to me. I'm going to keep it a bug. I've been hearing people say Rabbi Shmuley has something to do with Michael Jackson's death. I'm going to keep it a buck, y'all. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think so. I tend to really stay away from the conspiracies about Michael Jackson's death. I really do. Because people are saying, oh, Diddy has something to do with Michael Jackson's death. I think that's bullshit. People are saying Sony has something to do with Michael Jackson's death. People are saying that Joe Jackson has something to do with Michael. I've heard that Joe Jackson has something to do with Michael's death, or some more higher ups other than Sony, or just, all these conspiracies about how Michael Jackson could have died, who was a part of it, who was the fall guy, who was the main perpetrator. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that, Conrad Murray was just an idiot. Conrad Murray was just an idiot. You feel me? He was stupid, bro. Like, what? You're gonna leave you're gonna leave your patient, right, unattended, and then try to use CPR on Michael on a bed when it's not going, is like, you can't, like, it's not gonna do nothing to benefit the individual. But like I said, you can't do CPR in the bed. It doesn't benefit anybody. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't benefit what's it called? The person who's overdosing, who's about to pass away right then and there. It doesn't do nothing. It's on the bed. It needs to be on a hard surface. They taught me that back in 12th grade. So, that's why I think Conrad Murray was just an idiot. He just couldn't handle the task of taking care of somebody. He just couldn't do it. That's where I get. You feel me? Could that have been on purpose? You feel me? I don't think so. I don't know. Could it be potentially somebody has something to do with it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But Rabbi Shmuley, I don't believe had anything to do with Michael Jackson's death, and I'm firmly stand on that. I don't believe he had nothing to do with his passing at all. If there's something that comes out say that he was, then lock his ass up. But I really doubt that. I don't see why he would. Actually, maybe that's why a lot of people believe that he's just a bad guy in general. Could he be bad? I would hope not. But I mean, I've lost respect for him when he disrespected Michael Jackson in 2019, and now all of a sudden he's flipping his stories nowadays. You feel me? Which I'm happy for that, but it's like the damage is done. I will always say that, bro. When people go out of their way to accuse or disavow somebody, you feel me? And then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it." Da da da. The damage is done. Like, the damage is done. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you can do about it. You feel me? You may have people come back to, oh, okay, since Rabbi was sorry about Michael Jackson being sorry about what he said about Michael Jackson, maybe Michael Jackson was innocent. Not everybody's going to get that message, Rabbi Shmuley. You feel me? Because I don't know whatever show that you was on that when you disrespected Michael, right? You know what I'm saying? That had tons of views. That had a good amount of views. And a lot of those eyes that saw that aren't going to see your apology. A lot of the eyes that saw you saying he was guilty aren't going to be the same amount of eyes that say that he's innocent. Or that sees that you say, that you call, y'all get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, 7 hours though, you feel me? I hope he does Michael justice. I really do. I really do. And if Michael was alive, he would not talk to you anymore. If he didn't talk to you before back then, if he cut you off back then, he damn sure wouldn't talk to you now. I'm gonna keep it a bug. You already publicly shamed him. You publicly humiliated him after his death. The only person I can remember him actually, being respectful to, after, somebody disrespected him in the media was LaToya Jackson. That was it, but that's family. And that was a whole nother situation. But I don't know about you, Rabbi Shmuley. I'm gonna keep it a bug. But that's the end of the video. I hope y'all really got something from this 7 hours. I don't know what to expect from it. I'm gonna keep it real. I would say, what can I expect from my 7-hour documentary about Michael Jackson? I don't know. What are they gonna talk about that we haven't discussed like over and over again? His allegations, boom, we did that. His skin, we already did that. His music, already did that plenty of times. His dancing, already did that. Well, what else? His childhood, already did that. Maybe he'll talk about the people that's surrounding him potentially. I don't know, but I don't know what else to really even say. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to, like, when they announced the trial of Michael Jackson, when they announced the trial of Michael Jackson documentary, we know what they're talking about, the trial, even though we already did that shit a million times. You know what I'm saying? Thriller 40, they're talking about the Thriller album. Like, we haven't done that a million times. Like, is there something else we could talk about? You feel me? Like, I heard there's a rumored History and Dangerous album documentary coming out. We haven't done that yet. I fuck with that. That would be lit. You know what I'm saying? That's rumored, though. I don't know if that's true or not. I'll probably make a separate video about that when we get more details. But yeah, I'll probably make a separate video on the 7-hour documentary about Michael Jackson once I get more details. But I don't know right now. Yeah. So that's the end of the video. I hope y'all really got something from it. Y'all messing with this? Y'all fucking with it? Or okay. All right.